Tuesday, May 24th, Mirgard. What I record next is hearsay, though the dwarves who remained with us after Forest Heart swear by its truth. It seems impossible that they could have any knowledge of events occurring hundreds of miles away, deep in territory long held by the Ghouls, yet their conviction does not yield. I repeat here their story, and allow the reader to come to his own decision. Led by their pathfinder, Balin, the dwarves landed in the midst of a sea of Ghouls and laid waste to them with grenades and satchel charges. But the enemy boiled like ants from their burrows in the mountain, and each one that was killed seemed to be replaced by two others. Yet at last the attacks ceased, and the dwarves found themselves masters of the bloody patch of ground where they had taken their stand. Bodies and pieces of bodies lay everywhere. A swift council followed their unexpected victory, and the survivors resolved to locate the Ghouls' ancestral stone godhead and blast it to fragments. The Ghouls have worshipped this enormous piece of unworked stone since the birth of their race, rolling its 100 tons wherever their migrations have taken them. The continued presence of the Ghouls' idol at Mirgard is a blasphemy, and to destroy it would be to spit in the face of their entire race. Now more than ever, the dwarves expected to die.
Secret mission ahoy. We are here to blow stuff up. So if you didn't get your quota of dwarven pyrotechnics in the previous mission, this one should make you happy. We're going to just get ourselves organized here a bit, and then take a quick look around. So we've come in through this cave. That's the secret tunnel from the Sons of Mirgard mission, and it's dropped us out in this terrain that's pretty similar. Looks like we're in a cul-de-sac, so we're going to have to exit to the north. And there's a ghoul cave nearby, with Squealer parked out front, and what looks like a good number of ghouls coming toward us. So I'm going to go ahead and drop an airstrike out there in the path of the welcome wagon. Kind of an odd bounce there, but I think we'll still be okay.
What now?
We just have to make sure to spread our attacks around. Spread the love. There we go. Nice and clean, not a scratch.
Yes, sir.
That's a shame. I hear that dwarf chicks dig scars. What's this? Squealer declined to go on the ride that the rest of his ghoul buddies were on. Maybe he's a particularly smart ghoul. Actually, the deal with these ghouls that are parked out in front of their caves is that these are lookouts. So Squealer's actually going to stay planted there until he sees a dwarf, at which point he'll try to run back into his cave and summon some ghoul reinforcements. So we are going to have to deal with Squealer soon.
Yes.
But first we have, looks like a little more pressing situation here. Another ghoul patrol coming around the horn. But they've obligingly walked over my airstrike. Hopefully that'll help. Oh yeah, that was brutal. Just the way we like it. Alright, so back to the lookout here. Squealer. It's a good name for a lookout. Blowing up ghouls is fun, but here at the beginning of the mission, we don't want to take on any of that we don't have to. So I'm going to try to silence the lookout before he does his thing. Since Balin has the longbow, he's got the long range, or longer range attack. We'll see if he can take down Squealer before he sounds the alarm. Come on. Alright, very good. Didn't even need his dwarven backup there. So, I guess on we go into the Great White North. Let's see what's off in that direction. Another ghoul cave. Another lookout. Who's this? Splitter. Ghouls have such charming names. We'll just do our standard operating procedure here and send Balin to put him out of his misery.
Yeah.
Good catch. Okay, we're pretty much done in this first area.
Okay.
So we need to head off to the northeast to this pass, which is kind of cramped. We're not going to be able to cram all our dwarves in there, at least not for fighting purposes. And we've got some goals waiting for us. Looks like almost certainly those goals are going to be toting some white bits, so we have to
Make up your mind.
look out for paralysis attacks thrown at us, which is lovely. Now you might think this is a good situation for satchel trap. I've actually not found that to be the case. These ghouls that carry white bits, they just like to kind of wing you, and then if you don't get paralyzed, they run away again. So we're just going to try to lure them into a firing squad instead. Maybe with some airstrike assistance.
Whee!
Come on, airstrike. Okay, we got lucky on the... One of the dwarves that had a big white piece had a really bad throw.
What?
Rebel Blob took a bit of a hit there. I don't know, did he get that earlier? In any case, we certainly look better than the other guys here. So, let us
Okay.
proceed through the remains of our enemies and see what else we have out here. Looks like a plateau, kind of a bluff. So our mission info, let's call that up here. It says we're supposed to find the Ghoul Godhead and blast it to fragments. So we're supposed to find an idol and commit idolicide. And honestly, I'd say we've already found it. There's this big rock here that does kind of look like a ghoul head. It's got some chanting going on out here to the east. And sadly, these little white bits around it are dwarf heads. That's what the ghouls have been piling around their statue. So we need to get over there and make them pay. But unfortunately, the incline here is too steep for dwarves, so we're going to need to just continue down the ramp until we find a way to exit this to the interior of the map. Looks like we might be facing another pus brigade up here. Certainly there's the raw materials for one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there they are. Well, this won't be maybe quite as tricky a situation as the previous fight because we're on level ground, so we don't have to throw uphill. Now, what I would like to do, if they let me get close enough, what I would like to do
Make
is
up your mind.
set off one of these white pieces that they're nonchalantly standing on. That would be some poetic justice. Ooh, run away.
Yeah. Yes.
That worked pretty well. A little bit of a close call there. If he'd managed to paralyze me. And now I've got Solus on the scene. How annoying.
Yes, sir.
Well, Balin is looking mighty green, so let's see if we can just have him
Yes.
dance with the Solus for a bit. Especially these guys over the left, they seem to be mesmerized by the prospects of getting to my other dwarves.
Whee! Yeah.
Okay, one more to go.
Make up your mind. Yes, sir. Yes.
Maybe we can use this stone to pull him around a little bit. Ow, ow, ow. There you go.
Okay.
You can't see me. Alrighty. Looks like the coast is clear. Let's move up. And interestingly, over here we have a few piles of, I guess what I would categorize as stuff that gulls like to throw. Two of which are not interesting to us, but the satchel pile is definitely interesting. So we're going to want to recharge. Let's send Balin out to make sure there's nothing particularly nasty out here. Ooh, that could qualify. They seem to be far away enough not to really bother us, though. Oh, hey. We've got some latecomers on the scene. You guys have missed an interesting amount of fun. But it's good to have you. 3 more dwarves, nothing to sneeze at. Looks like they're actually lower on satchel charges than the rest of my dwarven commandos, so we'll send them over to refill first. I'm going to try to get everybody up to 7. So we're going to have a little clicking around here. Sorry about that. Alrighty, now the next thing we need to do is join up these new acquisitions with our existing presets. And finally, so that group of Solus that we saw come by earlier, I want to see if they're on a patrol loop here. So let's move up just a skosh. Yeah, there they come actually. Fast forward a bit. Make sure they go through the same route. Yeah, so basically right down the center of the ramp. Maybe a little to the left. So I believe we're going to use our newfound satchel wealth and set them a few surprises. We'll just have Balin out here to guard our satchel placers.
Mic up, young man.
We do have an inquisitive ghoul out there, but he hasn't caused us any trouble yet. Well, there he comes, actually. I think we'll be able to take him out without disturbing our trap. Yeah, as long as these little guys hurry. Let's see if we can entice him to come back up here. Definitely want to get this guy out of the way before the Solus come back.
Burn! Yeah!
Alright. Now all there is to do is wait. So we will fast forward. And there they come. Oh, baby. That was worth it. That was pretty cool. Okay, so we could actually go down into the middle of the map now, through this ramp. But I don't think I'm gonna. There's a whole bunch of goals down there, and I'd like to see what we're dealing with around the outer perimeter here, before we just run into there and get ourselves surrounded. So let's continue on this way, the way we were going.
Yes!
Okay, and this satchel depot is guarded, unlike the previous one, which is not a big deal, just a solace and a goal, but the problem is they are sitting on top of the assets that we want to retrieve. So we can't just blow them up. Let's see if we can kind of lure them out. To at least get them to come to the side a little bit. Hello!
Okay.
And we have a goal making things interesting as well.
Catch!
But we can get rid of these guys. And now we just need the Solus to get a little bit closer. There we go, come on. Come after those dwarves. Not me.
Yeah!
Alright. Well, we have taken care of that a little more quickly than I was hoping, so that's good. We should have a free shot to go ahead and refuel at the satchel depot here. So let's see, who did we have set the trap last time? It looks like it was group 2, so they need to pick up 3 satchels each. We can take care of that. On we go.
Make up your mind.
Just another little lone goal in our path. These shouldn't prove much of an obstacle.
Catch!
They fall for it every time. And we have an annoying Solus floating out there. So to get that guy, we're probably going to have to, again, use our dwarves as bait.
Yes!
That's it. Come on in. Oh. Close. Let's do that one more time and we should have him. Well, bugger. He's almost dead. Just die, why don't you? Her.
Okay.
Sorry about this, folks.
Yes! Move here, move there. Yes, sir.
For heaven's sakes, kill him. Can we do the goal trick? Just face away. Maybe. too incompetent even to get killed. Come on.
Okay.
Please kill him. Okay. Finally. Well, let's see what we have out here then. We may be sort of at the end of our rope as far as going around the perimeter of the map is concerned.
Yes.
So we'll send our intrepid pathfinder out here to see what's up.
Yeah.
A lot of goals out there. But apparently
Burn.
we can see them before they can see us.
Oh, yeah.
So that's good to know. It does look like we could manage to sneak around to this side of the statue and plant our explosives in there and just kind of blow up the Ghoul's godhead without them noticing us. However, that's not really what I'm in the mood to do. So I believe what we're going to do here is, well, there's a lot of Ghouls out there and they need killing. So let's break out the rest of our satchel charges and make good use of them. Okay, who do we have here? Let's send squad number 2 out there first of all. Now, if we do our job right and pull the Ghouls up around this way, they should bunch up fairly quickly as they come up the hill. So we probably don't need to make a very wide satchel trap after this initial section here. Okay, so their squad 2 is fresh out. So we'll set them back up there and send in squad 3. We do want to save enough satchels, of course, to actually fulfill our mission, which is to blow up the Godhead. So I guess we'll just send, we'll do another 3 rounds from these guys and save 4 satchels each. How's that? Scoot him in just a little bit. Okay. Boy, I'm a little tense here. Now we are going to need a dwarf to go down there and waggle his buttocks at the Ghouls to get them to attack. And Balin's not actually a good choice for that. A dwarven hero is not any faster than a dwarf, unlike the situation with Zerk heroes and Zerks. And we need Balin up here for his sharpshooting.
Yes.
So let's see. Where's Guava Moment? He's a big Satchel fan. It's time for him to take his place in Dwarven history. Can I back these guys up a little more? There we go. Okay, off we go. And here they come. So back up the hill with you, Mr. Guava Moment. That is a lot of goals. We'll prime Balin to set this off if someone doesn't beat him to it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little early. But still pretty impressive. Well, let's see if we can finish the job.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Make a hole. Oh yeah. Incoming. Yeah.
Come on, guys, just a few more. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Way to go, Sons of Murgard. That was pretty awesome.
Move here. Move.
So, I really hope that I've saved enough satchel charges to blow the idol. Whew. Let's get everybody down here. And you folks, get under there. And I guess we just start piling them up. And we'll let Balin have the honor. Alright, fingers crossed, everybody. Anticlimactic. Let's move over a little bit.
Yes, sir.
You're killing me, Balin. Woohoo! That
Hooray.
is that. Let's save that baby.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, well, I know I'm going to have trouble squeezing this mission into a half-hour video, so I'm going to keep this short and sweet. We rock. Dwarves rule, goals drool. That is all. Let's go to the next level.